And I'm representing 713 Woodward in Orlando. I was one of those tourists when I was a little girl. We went over to the beach, and it was a different era because in my hometown we just wandered around. I wandered by myself all the time, just sit in a tree, whatever I wanted to do. No one said anything about it. Never heard of any kid ever getting trespassed or anything. But you know, so I went to the beach, and I did like I always do. I started checking out the neighborhood, and I walked. And I walked and I walked. I thought, well, this lake is a little long. And the first thing I did was, I don't even remember being upset. I just looked around. I saw what looked like a police officer. I went up to him and explained that my family was lost. And in seconds, they found my family. And my mother contends I wanted to get some kind of attention. But really, I was just doing what I always did. So a lot of people have a lot of trust of police officers. And that's something we really need to depend on everywhere, and especially in this community. Now, it's one of the big problems that we have, and I did a couple, someone told me about doing public information requests, so I did too, and I thought, oh, this is pretty easy. Then I tried to do two others, and it had to do with money, and I'm still waiting. You know, the Kaiva Parkway, they're going to charge twice as much for the east-west, and I was trying to figure out about the loans for the police officers just to see how good they were doing at the time. But right away, City Winter Park, City of Orlando, got back with me. And this won't be a surprise to a lot of people in the community, but it was kind of amazing that they had that data. You are twice as likely to get pulled over in both of those communities if you are black. So if you're seeing more complaints from people that are in those communities, it could be that they're twice as likely to interact. So there should be at least twice as much difficulties. And if that is so systemic and so pervasive, what kind of a lesson does that give the person walking down the street? That that's something okay to do. And you know, it's like very minor traffic things in the city of Winter Park I was noticing. And I don't know if I looked at City of Orlando, it's about 4 years ago. But that kind of pervasive racism, that singling out of our community, is only hurting us. It's like they tried to get away from the southern town we were, and some of us were familiar with 50 years ago. And tourists are going to realize what we're doing to our community. It's not going to help crime. It's not going to. When people don't have any trust, they're not able to come forward. They're not able to be a part of it. So that has to be our main job in our community. And even though you might live in the rest of Orange County, to have such a bad reputation in Orlando, to have things coming down like this, I will say, I've been here for 30 years, and I was pretty upset with the Orange County sheriffs because they're about my size, and in hot weather like this, they were pretty mad if they had to get out of their cars. So you wouldn't believe the number of people shot in the back in this community by those officers. Thank goodness it isn't quite as bad as that, but it's still pretty bad. And I would like all of us, every member of our community, to step forward and realize we want a real place. We want a beautiful place. We want people to enjoy it was here, and we want things good for everyone, and even maybe for a 5-year-old girl that's in our community. Thank you very much.